Noreen and welcome to my kitchen and another edition of Thanksgiving sides. We're going to do another Thanksgiving side right now, and this is one of Rick's favorites. It's one of his family kind of traditional recipes.
And Dad's favorite.
And it's his dad's favorite. And we called his mom and asked her if she could explain to me how to make it. And she said, oh, we haven't made that in so long because none of us can eat it anymore. They all have stomach issues and things like that. Unfortunately, we can't enjoy it anymore. But I'm going to make it today for you so that you can see how we make this scalloped corn recipe. It's really simple. It's kind of like a scalloped corn or a soufflé corn or a corn pudding. There's 100 different names for it. But no matter what you call it, you're going to call it delicious once you taste it. So let's go see how we make this. We're going to go over the ingredients, and the first thing you need, of course, is corn. This is 4 cups of frozen corn that I have thawed out. So it's not frozen now, it's just at room temperature. It's 4 cups. And then we're going to build a custard using 4 eggs, a cup of milk, a half a cup of heavy cream, and then we're going to add, to thicken it up, a cup of saltine cracker crumbs. And then we're going to have a, this is 4 tablespoons of butter that I have melted, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a teaspoon each of onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper. You can see in the bottom there. So let's start building this. I'm gonna this is a really easy recipe because all you're really gonna do is kind of crack, whisk, and dump. And don't be worried about that's just a little egg white protein. No worries. It's albumin. It's in all eggs. My hand in your way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Always.
Let me get this out of the way. And then get my whisk. You don't need a fancy machine to make this. You just need a whisk and a spatula just really to scrape out the bowl later. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put in our cream and our milk. And that was Gosner milk, so don't be worried about that either. And we're going to put in our butter. This is all going to bake together, and I also have over here, this is just an 8-inch square Pyrex baking dish that I have buttered liberally, and that's what we're going to deposit this into when we're done. Put in our seasonings and our sugar, and give that a whisk. And you want to make sure you incorporate all that really well, so you don't have great clumps of pepper or salt or onion powder or sugar. You want that all well evenly distributed. And you get this stuff out of the way. We're going to toss in our cracker crumbs. That's 1 cup of cracker crumbs. Wow, there was a Freudian slip there, wasn't it? Okay, so we're going to just get that. What am I trying to say? Absolutely nothing. And then in with the corn. Get it all in there. I can already feel it thickening up a little from those cracker crumbs. That's as long as we're going to need the whisk now. Now let's bring this over here. Pour this right on in there and get your spatula out and get all that goodness. Now you could certainly double this recipe if you're feeding a crowd, but you know, this is a rich dish. It's one of those things that you think you're going to want to make a whole lot of, but the truth of the matter is everybody's just going to take a little serving and it's going to go a long way. This is going to feed, I'd say 9 to 12 people. Because, you know, people aren't going to take a ton. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take another handful or so. Let's see. I'm going to start with a cup. I think that's probably about what I have in here. Yeah, about 3/4 of a cup. I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle this on the top with my fingers because it's easy that way. You don't have to add any butter to these cracker crumbs because you've already put some butter in the batter here, and that's going to kind of come up to the top, and it's going to allow these cracker crumbs to become beautiful and brown and toasty. So I have my oven preheated to 325 degrees, and we're going to come back in just a minute and put this in there because I have something in the oven that I'm waiting to come out. And then, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put it in there. Let me move the bread over. And we'll put it in right next to it. No problem. Okay. This is going to bake for about 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to check it, and then when it feels all set, you can take it out and allow it to cool a little while before you serve it. So we'll be back when it's time for it to come out. Okay, our scalloped corn is ready to come out of the oven. And then what you want to do is you're going to want to let this sit for about 10 minutes just to kind of settle down before you serve it. Otherwise, it's just going to be too hot to enjoy. So when it's time to serve a bowl of this, I'll bring you back and I'll fix you a plate of scalloped corn.